Today, we're about to unveil a secret weapon so powerful it can turn your biggest blunders into your greatest strengths. By the end of this video, you'll possess a quality that commands respect, builds unshakable trust, and sets you apart as a true leader. And here's the kicker. I'm going to reveal a counterintuitive technique that even the most successful men often overlook. Our topic today is the secret weapon of respected man, owning your mistakes. I know what some of you might be thinking.
Admitting mistakes? Isn't that showing weakness?
That couldn't be further from the truth. True strength lies in having the courage to face your shortcomings head on. Before you dive in, let me ask you this. Have you ever respected someone less for admitting they were wrong in a good way? Or have you ever found yourself admiring someone who had the guts to own up to their mistakes? Today, we're going to equip you with the tools to become that admirable person. Let's break this down into actionable steps you can start using immediately right after this video. 1. The Daily Reflection Challenge. Your first mission is a daily reflection challenge, whereby every single night, take 5 minutes to reflect on your day. Identify one mistake or shortcoming, however small. Why is this important? It builds self-awareness and helps you recognize patterns in your behavior. Plus, it's the first step in taking responsibility for your actions, knowing that they even exist, because you can't fix something if you don't know that it exists, that it's invisible. So your action step: tonight, before heading to bed or before laying down, just write down one mistake you made today. It could be as simple as forgetting to return a call or losing your temper in a discussion, in a debate, or even in traffic. Number 2, the learning extraction technique. Now, for every mistake you identify, challenge yourself to extract a lesson from it. Why do this? It transforms mistakes from sources of shame to opportunities for growth. It also helps you avoid repeating the same errors. Like, let's be real for us. Now, so your action step: for the mistake you identified, write down what you learned from it and how you can improve. Number 3, the apology master. Now, practice giving sincere, no excuses apologies when you've wronged someone. Why is this crucial? A genuine apology shows maturity and respect for others. It also often disarms potential conflicts and strengthens relationships. So your action step: if you've wronged someone recently, reach out to them with a sincere apology. Use this formula: acknowledge the mistake, express remorse, and commit to doing better. Recently, a couple of weeks ago, there was a tense discussion, a tense mood between 2 individuals I know. And for the sake of their privacy, let's call them Jake, sorry to all the Jakes out there, and Terror, sorry for all the terrors out there. So now, Jake had done something to Terror that Terror didn't appreciate. Terror told Jake, "Hey, the action you've done towards me, I didn't really like it. It kind of hurt." But Jake saw it as a joke, a friendly action he's committed. So time went on, and the situation between Terror and Jake just became so tense that Terror couldn't even withstand the presence of Jake. Whenever Jake enters a room, Tara just immediately leaves. That's how bad it had gotten between them. Now, Tara, one time, was asking help from a friend. Right. She asked, hey, by the way, could you help me with this? So they just were starting to work on this problem that will help Tara improve. However, Tara had this thought in her mind saying, if Jake enters, I still can't withstand his presence, so I'll leave immediately. But I don't know how to say it to my friend here who's helping me. Let's call him Leo. So Tara said, I don't know how to say it to Leo. Leo had no idea about the tense situation that was happening between Jake and Tara. So while Leo and Tara were helping each other, Tara reached out towards me, sent me a message, say, hey, by the way, I'm here with Leo and he's helping me on something, but I don't know what to say if Jake enters the room and I leave immediately. It will seem a bit off of me. It will seem a bit bad, as if I'm a bad person. So I told Tara, hey Tara, no worries, I got it. So I went into the room, acting all natural. Then I approached Leo while Tara was occupied on a task. And I told Leo, I whispered in his ear, hey, Leo, hope you're doing good, bro. By the way, I just want to let you know that there's a certain situation between Tara and Jake. And whenever Jake enters, I don't know if you've noticed, but Tara leaves. So if she just immediately leaves after Jake enters, don't take it in a bad way, right? She has nothing against you. And Leo said, don't worry, Irving, I understand. Appreciate it, bro. I'm like, no problem. And thanks for your comprehension. Then I left. I messaged Tara, say, hey Tara, it's all good now. Now, soon afterwards, Tara's thoughts came into fruition. Jake enters the room, Tara packs her stuff, and she leaves and darted off immediately. Right? Now, days passed, and my relationship with Jake diminishes, it weakens. I felt as if something happened between I and Jake, but I couldn't pinpoint what exactly. And then Jake, as the gentleman he is, he approaches me one day and told me, hey, by the way, why did you have to tell Leo that there was a tense situation between I and Tara? Now, Leo might see me as a person who has bad relationships with female partners or with friends, right? And he told me, what if I and Leo were not close? What if he decided not to tell me? What if he decided to actually tell his friends, his buddies, and then they just started spreading rumors about him, right? His reputation, the reputation of Jake would have been infected in a sense, right? So then he just started off. He just darts off the room. And I'm just left there pondering. Jake has a point. Why did I have to bring someone who had no concerns, who had nothing to do with the situation between Tara and Jake into it? I just made the whole problem maybe even worse. And I realized I was in the wrong. So immediately that I came to that conclusion, I went to where Jake's room was. Knocked on his door. He opened and I told him, hey, it's me. I just came towards you to tell you that I'm sorry, that I apologize for my action. You came towards me, you told me about that, and it actually opened my eyes that what I did was not the best course of action to take. I could have taken multiple different actions, but for some reason in that moment, that was what came to my mind. So I'm sorry that I did that. It was wrong of me. So I come towards you and I ask you for forgiveness. Pardon me for my action I've done towards you. It was not right for my part. And if you have the strength to forgive me, it's alright. If you choose to not forgive me, it's completely understandable. But I just want to let you know that That was on me, and I promise that won't happen again. Jake was left speechless. He turned, looked at me, and said, "Hey man, I really appreciate that. The fact that you came up towards me and you actually apologized really means something. And I'll take some time to think about it. But I do forgive you." And I'm like, "You sure, bro? Like, if you really need some time, it's alright." It's like, "No, it's alright." So we just dapped up, and then from there, things has gotten better. So when you're in the wrong, acknowledge and just ask for an apology in a rightful manner. Now, number 4, the accountability partner. Find someone you trust and ask them to be your accountability partner. Why do this? The thing is, with external accountability, it motivates you to stay committed to your personal growth. It also provides valuable outside perspective on your actions. So your action step, reach out to a friend or a colleague today and ask if they'd be willing to check in with you weekly about your personal development goals. Number 5, the public commitment. When you make a mistake that affects others publicly, commit to fixing it and improving. Why should you do this? Why is it important? It demonstrates integrity and shows that you value transparency. It also creates positive pressure to follow through on your commitment. We all need that at some point. So your action step. The next time you make a mistake at work or in a group setting, openly acknowledge it and share your plan for improvement. Now, remember that counterintuitive technique I promised at the beginning? Well, here it is. The power of vulnerability. When you're in a leadership position, share a significant mistake you've made and what you've learned from it. Why is this so powerful? It humanizes you and makes you more relatable to others. It also creates a culture where others feel safe in admitting and learning from their mistakes. We are humans, right? So I challenge you to incorporate this vulnerability technique into your interactions this week. You might be surprised at how it transforms your relationships and respect others have for you. But don't use it too often. Gentlemen, showing too much vulnerability just shows, in a sense, that you are not able to improve because you're making too much mistakes. It also shows your inefficiency to be effective, and also just brings your status and reputation down. By showing vulnerability from time to time shows that he's also human. We can relate to him. It's the same thing as why Jesus Christ came down to earth. He was already powerful next to the Almighty being, God in heavens. But he decided to come on this earth in a body that's weak, a flesh that's corruptible as our own, so we are able to relate to him better. He showed us the way. It's the same thing. Vulnerability. Now, mastering the art of owning your mistakes takes courage and practice, but the rewards are immense. You'll find yourself building deeper trust, earning genuine respect, and continually growing both personally and professionally. If you find value in this guide, don't keep it to yourself. Share with the men in your life who aspire to be better leaders and individuals. Hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and join our community of modern gentlemen. Together, we can redefine what it means to be a man in today's world. One own mistake at a time. Until next time, this is Modern Chivalry, reminding you that true strength lies not in being perfect, although we all may aspire to be, but in having the courage to face and learn from your imperfections. Stay accountable, stay humble, and keep growing. Peace to you all.